do that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to start creating a grid so that we can start on our portrait drawings. If you remember me saying that one of your main learning targets in the beginning of this assignment is to make sure that you correctly measure to create a grid. If we don't measure correctly when we do this, we can kind of throw it all off. And we want our drawing to be realistic and proportional. Your sheet of paper itself is 12 by 18 inches. So this is going to work out very cleanly if we measure by 3 inches, because 3 inches on multiple times will go into 18 and 12 conveniently. So probably the easiest way when you start a grid is to set your ruler right by the edge of the paper. What you want to make sure you do is have an equal amount of space between here, the edge of your paper, and your ruler, and the edge of your paper here and your ruler. If your ruler's off like this, your line's going to be off. So you want to make sure, and even a little bit can throw it off. So you want to make sure that you have about the same amount of space. And then you simply mark every 3 inches. So I'm going to go 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. But then you're not done, because you want to go at about the middle of the paper and do it again. So I'm going to mark 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And then I do it once more at the very bottom of the paper. And the reason I do it 3 times is because I want 3 points to make my line, to make sure that my line is straight. You could do 2 points, one here and one here, but then you risk your ruler and your lines being a little bit crooked. Where if you do them 3 times, you can make certain that your lines are going to be straight. So then, from that point, you just match up those 3 marks that you made as well as you can. If you could really see, and you're probably not going to be able to see it from where you're sitting, but if you could see, I'm on top of the line here, and I'm on top of the line here, but my middle one's a little bit off, but that's why you make 3 lines, so that when you match them up, if one's a little bit off, you're still going to have 2 points at which you can draw a line. You'll also notice I made my line really, really lightly. I'm using the grid as kind of a guide to help me create accurate proportions in my drawing. The last thing I want to do is make a line really, really dark. If I make it really dark like that, at some point, this area is going to be white and you're going to have to erase it like this, which will be kind of a drag to have to do over and over again. So make your lines very, very light. Once you've done that, you can flip your paper and do the exact same thing that you just did every 3 inches, but now you're working in the other direction. And I've only got, I have a few less to do there. So 3, 6, 9. I'm going to do it one more time at the bottom. 3, 6, 9. And then I'm going to be able to match up those 3 points. And create a grid the other way. Now you have, with the exception of this one spot that I stopped because I didn't want to line that dark, I could finish that so it's more accurate. Now you have 3-inch boxes on your whole paper. From that point, you can create a grid on your image and then easily blow it up. But before we talk about that too much, let's grid out our paper like that. Ready? Go.